All right, everybody, welcome back to the Disguised Horse Podcast, episode 2.
The Deuce.
The Deuce. So, Matt, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to go over some skateboarding, my chickens, maybe the steady yet rapid decline of the global economic situation at the hands of the World Economic Forum.
I highly doubt that, but sure, well, you could try. Why would we talk about that?
We won't. How about Blockbuster?
Hashtag nostalgia.
Hashtag nostalgia.
I love that because I don't think people want to know about the World Economic Forum.
I'm sure a lot of people want to know about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that because I sure don't want to live in a reality where I think everything is 1984. Oh, well, but how are you? How have you been?
Doing good. It was a good week. It's been hot.
So hot.
It's super hot right now.
I am going to buy a new car because it's so hot.
You do have, both of us have black cars.
Black with black interior? No thanks.
How does that sunshade work out for you, though?
It doesn't do anything. It's
Awesome.
Literally the worst.
I won't get one then.
It's actually so hot. The tint in my car is melting. Like, it's starting to bubble, so I have to get the tint redone. I even bought little, so my sunshade came with sunshades for the back seats. Those won't stick because it's so hot.
Miserable.
It's literally the surface of the sun. But it's been a fun week. I hope everybody's enjoyed the podcast so far. I mean, we made it to number 2. Like, right? The first follower is actually better than the guy who starts it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Should be better.
Should be better.
Be better. Onward and upward. We're going to fix, we got some audio issues worked out.
We have gotten some feedback, and we are working on it. So the left-right audio, we know a lot of people had some issues with that. So did we. So we do have plans. We are fixing it. But keep it coming. Keep the comments coming. Let us know what we can do better, and we will do our best to accommodate.
Oh, yeah. And just wait till we get a camera up in here so you guys can finally see what we look like.
Not a good idea.
Face reveal.
Not a good idea.
I mean, I am pretty fucking handsome.
You're not too bad looking.
Dude, you should see this mustache. It's something else, that's for sure. Something else that nobody really wants. Let's be real. I definitely don't look like anybody from Top Gun because
that is the number one trending comment for you is Top Gun, right?
Did you grow that out because of Top Gun? The answer is no. No, I didn't. I just thought it'd be cool.
It is cool.
But I'm totally wrong. My wife begs to differ.
Fully support your life choices.
Absolutely begs to differ. Oh man, and our reigning question, I think, from last week is who is that guy that we mentioned?
That guy. I had like 3 people just today come up to me. Who is the guy? Am I the guy? Like, no, you're not the guy.
No one is the guy. It was a joke. We love and appreciate every single one of you.
But you
especially
know who
when
you
you like, comment, subscribe.
But you know who you are.
No one is that guy. No one is that guy. I could be that guy. I hate myself.
We're all that guy at one point. Or
No.
girl.
Or girl.
Or
Ooh.
they, them.
Hey, whoever you want to be, that's up to you. I support all your hopes and dreams. Oh, but yeah, it's been a cool week. I did some cool things this past week. I don't know if you guys are into the show Stranger Things, but I am. I think Will Byers needs a new haircut. I definitely think Billy, Max's sister, the best character. Eddie's a close second, but Billy had way more character development. What I'll get into it another time when we literally just talk about TV shows. But Billy, he was also the Red Ranger in the new Power Rangers. So quality. I don't know. He just had that cool 80s tough guy listening to Ted Nugent. But anyways, so Stranger Things has like 0 official merch. So you actually have to either make your own merch or sometimes they have these like pop-ups, and I think they just started doing them for season 4 because, I mean, how do you give your brand legs? You have merchandise, you have actors appear on TV shows so people can really be invested in the show. Merch coming soon. But drove all the way down to Dallas, and I haven't been to like a crazy mall in quite a long time because, you know, where we live, it's not like super crazy. There's a lot of dead malls around us. But down in Dallas, they had, I don't know, some outlet mall. We'll talk about outlet malls another time too. But like this thing was fucking packed. And I had no idea because I walked in, you know, we're like, oh, where's the Stranger Things thing? And we're like, oh, it's on that side of the mall. And as soon as we got there was like an hour-long line. So I sat in a line for an entire hour just so I could walk through this thing for 10 minutes. Worth it. But I didn't realize because afterwards we turned the corner. So I was like, oh, I got to use the restroom before we leave. Turn the corner, and it is just madness. Like more people that I've seen in my entire life, it felt like. It was packed wall to wall in this thing. I was surprised the line wasn't longer.
We gonna get some merch though?
Absolutely.
All 12 of the people following us, let us know if you want merch.
If you want merch, how about stickers? We could start with stickers.
We have had fan art.
Yes.
We saw that today.
It's coming soon.
So maybe that could be turned into a shirt or a sticker.
And it's amazing.
It was actually really good. I know we weren't supposed to be showed it until they were done, but I'm glad we saw it. It was actually really good.
It was super good. And I was just like, oh my God, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because I don't think I could have made it any better myself. But man, it was perfect.
I didn't think we'd be getting fan art after like one episode. Like I figured I hoped it would go places, but like I figured it would take a little bit longer than one episode to get traction. But fan art after one, that's pretty good.
It's the charisma, man. It just oozes out of us. I've always had this feeling of catching lightning in a bottle. You know, because sometimes like I'll listen to like Little Big World and they have that rum bum bum, and I'm just like, God, if I could just put this feeling into a bottle, I'd be a billionaire. And I'm hoping this is it. This is that bottle. This is the catalyst.
The time is now.
Time is now. But yeah, also this week, so that skateboard came in, right?
The one that your wife knew about, or the one that she didn't know about?
Oh, the one that she didn't know about. So we went down to the Stranger Things thing, and the skateboard hadn't come in yet. We go down there, and I'm like, there's a board on the wall, and it's like super cool. It's like holographic. Like one side is 11 from Stranger Things, and then when you kind of turn it, the other hologram comes up, and it's a guy that looks like me, a bald white guy. I don't know, it's Kendall something, but the board is just super sick.
It's an awesome board.
Next day, the other board comes in. So I literally I just kind of put it up against the wall in like the playroom or whatever, and hoping my beautiful, wonderful wife wouldn't notice. The moment she comes in, the kids rat me out. I'm just like, damn it.
You're supposed to be on my side.
You guys were supposed to be cool about it. So now I have 2 brand new skateboards that I'm going to grip up eventually. I got some clear grip. I'm going to do some cool designs.
Does it have anything on the top? Does it have a cool design on the top?
On
where you're gonna put the clear grip.
Technically, they both do. So on the Stranger Things board, it's got like the Demogorgon, you know, when it's like the overarching character.
Yeah.
So it's got like that kind of on the top, and then on the other one, shout out to Jerry Gurney for the fast and expedited shipping and the personalized note on it. It's basically like drop the hammer. So I like to refer to myself as Odin or Mjolnir from going forward.
Yeah.
You can have the power. Yeah, but yeah, shout out to him. And it's got like a cool customized message. He's like, hey, thanks for, supporting the small drop. And I was like, dude, worth it.
We also mentioned you twice now on the podcast.
So Jerry Gurney, if you ever want to make a guest appearance,
I
would fully
sponsorship
support you being our first member or our first guest. But hey, one day once we get this figured out, I think guests would be cool, but we'll get there.
We're working on it.
But how was your week? Those chickens come in?
Nope. The 8th they had. So next week, hopefully, we'll get my other batch of chickens. So no, I didn't have too much going on this week.
Oh man. Well, that's cool. I mean, slow weeks are still good weeks. Definitely nothing bad. But yeah, dude. I guess we can kind of move on then. How about a new segment? Hashtag nostalgia. We are getting up there in age. We're not like decrepit old men, but
We're definitely at the point where we start like referencing movies or talking about Blockbuster, and we just get like the glazed over eye look
of just, oh my God, that was the good times. The good times are killing me. I think Modest Mouse said that.
Definitely.
Good times are killing me. No.
Definitely remember going into Blockbuster and renting the first Jurassic Park movie.
The first one?
The first one.
Man, what was my first time? I don't know if I remember the first time, but I just remember all the times like I'd go on dates and I'd be like, let's stop at Blockbuster. And, you had your own Blockbuster.
The original Netflix and chill. Dude, just take your date to Blockbuster.
Take your date to Blockbuster. Let's get a scary movie. Oh, my God. Those were the good times. Or you'd go there with your dad. Oh, my God. every time we talk about stuff, like we'll be sitting in the car, we'll be going to grab lunch, me and Adam, and I'll just be like, "Oh my god, do you remember this or this or this?" And then we're just like, "God, we can't talk about it because we got to talk about it on the podcast."
We can't talk about anything. We've actually talked a lot less now that we started the podcast last week because we went, save it for the podcast.
That was literally I think our last lunch. We were just like, I was like, "Come with me to lunch." He's like, "Ugh," regrettably, finally came with me. And then we're sitting in the car and we're talking about stuff, and we're just like, we can't even talk about this shit because we got to talk about it on the podcast.
No, because we think that was the time we started talking about Blockbuster.
And Blockbuster, Netflix,
Redbox, the original Netflix. I don't know who all knows this though. Anybody older listening will know, but yeah, Netflix. I still remember like making my list on their webpage, and then they would mail you that red envelope, and you were always so stoked to get the red envelope in the mail.
Most stoked. And then you'd go to like your side chick would be Redbox, and you'd be like, "Well, I'm waiting. I can just go grab this one.
Just go grab another one.
Just go grab another one." And then you'd get it, and it would just be this busted ass copy that you couldn't even watch because some dipshit was just like, I don't know, rubbing it on
sandpaper.
They're gonna love this. No, but so I used to go to Blockbuster, and it was down in Plantation, Florida, and there was this fucking guy. Every time you walked in, hello, didn't change. I walked in. 2 minutes later, some other randos would walk in. Hello, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like
this is just your thing, huh? That's what you do?
Stop, bro! Hello, dude. It's like he knew he was being like funny or quirky or something, and I was just like, this guy is a dick. I hate this person." They'd be walking in there. I think I'm all cool with my date. Hello, thanks for killing the vibe, bud.
Thanks. Ruin that.
Fucking worst, dude. Unbelievable.
You remember going when they started renting out like video game consoles?
Oh my god. Begged my parents.
Nintendo 64 getting like Smash Brothers.
Oh, dude. Freaking not even Melee, just regular. The original
Super Smash Brothers.
Just
or
polygons on polygons. Oh dude. GoldenEye was the shit. Did you ever get like a really shitty Nintendo 64 game? Okay, so I ran into this a few times because before I started skateboarding, like I spent a lot of time indoors. And I think it was just because like my friend who lived across the street, like, he's just always inside all the time. But his parents had like boats and jet skis, but he liked to read books and play video games. So I did that. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna be out front, and that was kind of when I started skateboarding.
I gotta get outside and do something.
But no, there'd be these times where we'd be like, the ad for the game was just as cool as it could be. You know what I mean? And it's just like all these sweet ass levels, and then you'd get the game, and it was just like a car, and it just move on a 2D plane, and you're like, there aren't even chicks in bathing suits, and this is bullshit, man.
False advertising.
Yeah, or I think there was one like monster truck game, and like it had like one cool phrase, so it'd just be like radical
over and over
radical.
Yep.
It'd be like you'd make a left turn, radical. Oh, the letdown games. But then there'd be extra spicy, super spicy games. Zelda, Majora's Mask.
Yep. Ocarina of Time.
Yep. Dude, I remember I got that for Christmas one year, and I don't know why, I was just like, oh my god. I was like freaking out. Like, if my parents look at me the expansion pack, they're not gonna understand what the expansion pack is.
Expansion packs, or when you had to actually like plug different memory cards in for your games.
If I don't get the expansion pack, I'm not going to be able to play. And then if I don't have the right controller, it's not going to act right. My parents are probably just like, what in the hell is wrong with this
What
kid?
are you talking about?
They're just like, my parents were older when they had me. So by the time that I was 10 and like super stoked for the Nintendo 64 to come out, my parents were just like, are you 18 yet? And can you move out of my house?
Can you please leave? So my parents actually were the ones that got me into video games.
Really?
Yeah. They had a Super Nintendo in their room.
Ooh,
so like you had to like
secret.
Can I go play Super Nintendo?
No, you cannot.
Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World.
Ooh.
And what else did we have? Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep. Did you ever do Super Mario RPG?
Yes, I did do Super Mario RPG.
I don't know why I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I think it was because the art was like
it
just seemed intense. You know what I mean? Because then you'd have like Paper Mario, and then you'd go back and play that, and you're just like, it's just got that like grit to it that super, super cool. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles Through Time.
I think was it Donatello, my favorite? Just
Leo.
Spin in circles, dude.
Leo.
Just be like a little helicopter. I want to pretend like Michelangelo was my favorite, but in reality it was probably Donatello, because I've always had this weird like, I always wanted to be like Sheldon from like Big Bang Theory smart. I don't know. I was like, maybe I could just play the stock market if I can just like, I can see the numbers.
I mean, mine was just way more shallow, and Leo was blue, and I liked blue.
I was like, how cool would it be to be like super smart? Because they'd always have some gadget, you know what I mean? There'd be like the turtle van, and on the front of the van it'd shoot like pothole or the manhole covers.
Yep.
I was like, I don't know if you ever picked one of those up, but they're like 100 pounds.
Yeah, like you definitely look at some of like the old like cartoons and stuff, like that would definitely kill somebody. You didn't think about it when you were a kid.
No, full on death. Like, or oh my god, you go back and you realize like stupid stuff, and you're like, this is actually really dangerous.
Super savage.
Why are children saving the world? Like, are there no responsible adults?
There are no adults that are capable.
Oh, dude, actually, last night I was watching Men in Black.
The first one?
The very first one.
Nice.
Will Smith, he's like, because we're the best of the best of the best, sir. And
with honors.
With honors. Oh, I love that. He's still doing the combat training, and he like everyone's like and also they're all wearing their like blues or their A gear, and you're just like, why the hell are they wearing that stuff? Like,
he shows up in like sweatpants.
Yeah, it's always like military. Anytime military is portrayed, it's always in their blues, and I'm just like, I would never ever go out of my way to put those on. Like, oh, I'm getting married. I'm gonna wear my blues. No, I would rather die. No, that's a big no from me. But he's in there and he's doing his like tactical shit, and like everybody's like blasting all the aliens, and like he shoots like the little girl and like
one little girl in the head,
right between the eyes.
That was a good shot though, right?
He's like, look, man, she's out here in the hood. She's studying fucking relativity and quantum physics. She's up to some shit. And he's like, I guess so. Yeah.
And that was totally fine with the whole leadership watching him like, yeah, that makes sense. He shot a little girl in the
head. Who reads shit like that? Sheldon Cooper. That's
Sheldon Cooper. Or Donatello.
She didn't look like a turtle, though. You know, like,
April O'Neil, I guess.
Yeah. Future April. That's why we don't have Ninja Turtles.
Yep. Shot her in the head.
Fucking shot her in the head.
Shot her in the head.
Damn it, Will Smith. Stop smacking people. Oh, man. You got any favorite movies?
Favorite movie, like nostalgic movies?
Nostalgic.
We just ran through all 3 Back to the Future movies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
Love Back to... So I actually heard that...
Back to the Future?
So I actually heard that they are supposed to be bringing the DeLorean back in like 2024 as an electric car. Top speed, 188 miles an hour.
What?
Yep. Dude, Elon Musk needs to get on that. Like, if that was Tesla and he brought that back, it would fit everything he does.
I bet you it is fucking Elon.
I don't know who it is, but I definitely saw the
podcast.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be fucking insane. But I think I may have seen some pictures of it, but I didn't think they were real.
It looks legit. I'll show you.
Oh.
But yeah, they're doing like a limited release in like 2024 or something, but it looks rad.
So maybe if our Patreon takes off or something like that.
Company vehicle will be DeLorean.
Yeah, we'll just go back in time with it and then just like take each other to work.
Yeah.
188 miles an hour?
188.
So I always love stats for cars. You know what I mean? It's like, this thing goes 220 miles an hour. And I'm like, where?
Yeah, where are you going to do that?
Like the highway? I don't think so.
Seems unsafe.
Seems very unsafe. Shit, another scary. I love being old. I have so many stories I get to tell people, and this is just gonna live on the internet forever. Forever. So driving home one night, South Florida. I don't know if you've ever been to South Florida, but the roads are like, our taxes pay for the roads there. It's like a giant grid system, so it's all straight and it's all like well paved. Because if you go to Orlando, to drive like 10 miles in Orlando is like $37 because of all the goddamn tolls, right? So, but the roads are just beautiful. You know, so there's a lot of sport bikes down. You know, you're into motorcycles, right?
I do enjoy motorcycles, yes.
I couldn't tell you what bikes they were, but I was like cruising like 65, 70 miles an hour on the highway on my way home. And it was like 5 or 6 sport bikes just zoom, 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 zoom. And I was like, what in the...
What is happening?
Dodge Neon SRT4 trying its best to keep up with them, going like 130, just... And I was like, oh my God.
I mean, solid car, but yeah, you're not going to catch a sport bike.
Don't get me wrong, I like going fast, but when you're not expecting it, all I could think about for the next week was like, fuck, if I would have turned left because I freaked out, like I could have killed like 2 people, and like I don't know. Did they assume the risk, or am I the asshole for driving the speed limit?
I think that's how you know that you're getting older. Yeah. When you see that, you're like, that is so dangerous. You could hurt yourself.
Like, I want to do it, but you're scaring me. Like, it looks fun, but like, I don't know, maybe a controlled environment. Because, I mean, Florida man stories are fucking real, dude. I don't know how many times I've just seen like a dude breaking his back doing crack. I don't know, but just going absolutely ham just on a Tuesday morning.
I was actually just introduced to Florida Man like last week. I had no idea what that was.
Oh my God. Have you ever, you just like, so you Google your name and like, just so like Matthew, born in this year, Florida man. So I'll try it right now. I can only imagine Florida and then 1989. Let's see. Anything crazy? 1989 Miami Hurricanes football team. Nah. Well, that didn't work at all. Let's see if I just add Florida man.
Yeah, that was how it was introduced to me. Was good friend, shout out Bradley, came up and he's like, dude, they were talking about Florida Man. He's like, yeah, they have this website. You can literally just like type in your birthday and what happened with Florida Man, and it'll just bring up like a list of police reports of Florida Man and what he did on your birthday.
Yep. So Florida Man turns himself in for 1989 theft. Literally. Like,
he's just so guilty.
Like,
for
you
the
just
last...
you got away with it, guy. Like,
so it's guilty about it for the last 30 years.
I could only imagine what it was for, and I hope it was for like not a horrendous crime, but just something like really dumb. Like,
no, he stole someone's pogs.
Yeah, just the gift that keeps on giving. Pogs. Oh my God, I never gets old with Florida. Like, wasn't there a dude that like ate a dude's face in like broad daylight?
Yep, that definitely
Florida.
Happened. Was that one of the bath salts thing?
Oh my God, bath salts.
Bath salt.
It's just people just went under their sink and just put a bunch of chemicals in a bag and just huffed it, I think.
I mean, how could that ever be a bad idea, right? Like,
it sounds
I don't know what
terrifying.
people were thinking with these things.
Yeah. I mean, we did a lot of hurricane drills and then a lot of like DARE. Remember?
DARE, yep.
Drugs, abuse, resistance, education. I don't know, but I think I might go buy another vintage t-shirt.
Sweet vintage hashtag nostalgia.
Hashtag nostalgia. Speaking of another vintage shirt that just came in, my 1997 Florida Marlins World Series t-shirt came in. It's real bad, but I love it.
Big fan of Florida sports?
All of them, except for FSU. So, sorry, all you FSU fans. But everything else, I'm a pretty big fan of. Maybe also UCF's in there because I successfully dropped out of UCF. So, go Knights.
Successfully dropped?
Well, I went, and it was really cool and all, but then I was like, this sucks. I had to drive like 45 minutes to class while I lived like 2 minutes from the main campus, and like maybe it was me. But at the same time, I was like, this is really expensive to hate, so I dropped out.
Nice.
Things happen, but what are you going to do? Man. Another favorite movie. Power Rangers Turbo?
Turbo? The one with the kids that has the cars,
dude.
right? Yeah.
Oh my God. I wanted to be him so bad.
Just hanging out with the Power Rangers, ripping around on awesome cars.
Doing fucking karate, saving the world.
Dude,
and then Power Rangers? Of the villains was a chick, and she was just way too hot for some reason.
And they're always half naked.
Yeah, always.
Always.
I was like, I get it, and I'm going to keep watching.
I mean, it's definitely like half naked chicks, but isn't the show meant for like 10-year-olds?
Yeah, you got to keep them watching somehow. The fighting robots and the explosions and the aliens and is it the Putty Patrol?
The Putty? Yeah.
That's not enough. We need chicks in bathing suits.
Something for the kids, something for the parents.
Yeah, you got to keep them in because there's always like adult jokes in movies,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
And it's just so, you're just like, oh, God, did they really say that? But it's also really funny.
All the Disney references to everything. Like, you can just go on the internet and pull up those huge lists of all the, like, hidden stuff in Disney movie art. And
oh, my God. Those are crazy to think that shit actually made it into movies. Like, you seen Zootopia?
Yes.
It's literally about
kids.
a drug conspiracy ring.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't believe that shit. I saw it for the first time and I was like, this can't be for real. Like it's just blatantly obvious. It's just
Definitely about a drug ring.
It's
Detective Pikachu's the same thing though.
I
Definitely,
know.
it's definitely
Oh my
about a
God.
drug ring.
Yeah, literal drug ring, and they're trying to like bring down the establishment of like people in Pokemon working together, which was the establishment people wanted to make, and now they want to bring it down. And I mean, it seemed like everyone was happy except for like the main guy who was like, I need to take over Mewtwo so I can turn people into Pokemon.
What was his end goal with that? Like, I'm just going to turn people into Pokemon.
Maybe he had like a Pokemon kink or something.
Maybe.
Because it's just also super weird. Like, it just doesn't, like, yeah, what are you going to get out of this? Like, I'm the strongest Pokemon. And then it's like, psych.
Like, I'm just a guy.
Here's a Pikachu.
Everyone, yeah. I'm the strongest there is. Oh, wait. Pikachu just defeated me.
Maybe like a Ditto in there.
Love Ryan Reynolds, though.
Oh, God. Deadpool.
I
thought he was great as the Green Lantern, but apparently nobody else
No one else did. Not even him. Was it like he hated on that in Deadpool? Like, just don't make the suit animated.
Yeah. No, like, have you ever thought about like I don't want to say the original Marvel movies, but like everything prior to like the first Iron Man movie? And I think like there might have been another Hulk movie that they like to forget about after that.
Is that the Edward Norton one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which one came first, but either way, like after like that Hulk movie where he like did like sensual breathing to like calm himself down. Like it was like Iron Man Forward. I don't know if that's like the Kevin Feige universe, but we might have to look that up for you. But after that, it was just like amazing.
Pre MCU was good though. Like a lot of people don't know that Blade was Marvel and Blade was legit.
Dude, the best movie.
They're bringing it back.
I hope they do, and I hope it's as good as the original. But was it Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes,
dude, total badass.
Dude,
like,
even the
front flips down, awesome. Poses, sword. Come on now,
dude. Highly underrated.
I think I did watch it recently because I'm pretty sure I was texting our group and I was like, Blade is the best movie ever.
Fight me in the comments.
Fight me in the comments if you don't think Blade is a good movie. I don't know about 1 and 2. I think Ryan Reynolds is actually
definitely in that
Blade
too.
3.
Ryan Reynolds ties all universes together.
It's like the Sandler verse.
Unpopular opinion. Actually, my favorite Marvel movie is Ghost Rider, Nick Cage.
Really?
That's the one I hope they bring back. You need to watch it. We're going to watch it.
Nick Cage is making a bunch of weird faces.
I mean, that's Nick Cage.
Write that down. Everybody who hasn't seen Ghost Rider is watching it.
We're watching it.
This weekend.
Love Ghost Rider.
Hey, wife, wow, do you want to watch a movie? Yeah, sure. Which one? It's got a guy and his head's on fire.
His head's on fire and he rides a motorcycle. And that's pretty much the plot. That's the gist of it.
I think like time itself stops around him or something like that. And but there's a motorcycle in it.
Yeah.
Is it a Harley?
I'm sure it is. I don't know, like because he touches it and like turns like all his demonic powers into the motorcycle or something. So it's like just some crazy hell cycle.
Ooh, it's just like it's like a kid's Trek bike with like streamers, and he's like, "This is mine now."
It was a cool bike before that. It looked like Easy Rider chopper for anybody who knows anything about motorcycles. But yeah, then he touches it and it turns all Ghost Rider. Everything catches on fire. It's pretty rad.
Pretty rad. I'll check it out. We'll follow up with this on the next one.
It's definitely one of those movies. It's like it's terrible while you're watching it, but you're still enjoying it.
I think that's the thing with like most movies. Like they're like the critics hate it, and I'm just like,
that's one of my favorite movies.
I'm just here to like not think about the socio-economic political situation in the world. I just kind of want to watch a guy on a motorcycle whose head's on fire.
Whose head's on fire.
Like that's kind of all I came here for. I didn't really expect you to rewrite the fucking Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I don't know if you know this, but we don't go to movies for realism.
Yeah, you know what's not one of my favorite movies? Saving Private Ryan.
I like Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, it's not a bad movie.
Is that Vin Diesel's in that?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Isn't he? He's like the first couple minutes, like he gets shot by a sniper or something. And I didn't know that until
after. Were they trying
to
stop him from saying family over and over?
Family. Have you seen the videos online of like all those dudes that get in a room dressed like him?
Family.
Yeah.
Family.
And Vin Diesel keeps messaging him like, people, stop linking me in these.
but you're in them.
It's you.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hate that, man. Because I can't. Oh, I'm trying to think of like. just a stupid movie that I just really enjoyed, and it was just like, but there's no plot. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care.
Like,
It's a
oh
good
my god,
movie.
there's not going to be 3 sequels. I don't care.
That
It was
that
fun.
actually bothers me a lot lately. Like everything now is like a sequel or a spin-off or just something. Even TV show like Game of Thrones, they got the new one coming out. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Game of Thrones was awesome, but like everybody's doing sequels and spin-offs. I think like the
It's
last
like if you don't. It's like if you're. Oh my goodness, if your idea doesn't have the ability to make money hand over fist for like the next 10 years, like it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
Which like isn't okay to me personally, because like I'm sure there's a lot of like awesome movies that would get there, but they need, people need to see it, like this podcast.
Like the podcast.
Like the podcast.
Yeah, I really enjoy it when I hear about movies coming out and it's just like a more original idea, or it's not a sequel. Like the last one was like Interstellar. Interstellar was a great movie.
Fantastic movie. Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
That was actually going to be a skateboard company. So yeah, I was
All
gonna.
right.
No, it was going to be called All Right Skateboards. And like I was going to go to like skate parks with like a loudspeaker and be like, all right, kids, who wants to play skate?
Who wants a skateboard?
I've had dreams for a very long time.
Just shooting skateboards out of merch guns at kids.
Dude, that would be fucking awesome. Like just an opportunity to fulfill all the dreams, like skate company, fucking t-shirt company. Like just go to farmers markets and just be like, it's t-shirt. It's great. You're going to love it. Like, all right, numbered t-shirts. I've always thought about this because like people love collectibles. I love collectibles.
You're going to put this out and somebody's going to steal the idea.
Well, someone can fight me in person. But like, you know what I mean? Okay, so Mr. Beast, 100 million followers,
dude's
like
crazy.
Changing like life as we know it, right?
Yep.
So what if he like his original idea was like, we need to drum up some cash to, give $10,000 to a homeless guy. And they're like, well, we'll do like 15 t-shirts and we're going to number them. And then like, Mr. Beast has been, pretty famous for like 10, 15 years now.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I bet you those first like 15 t-shirts would sell for billions.
Probably a lot. Yeah.
You could get them PSA graded if
some limited edition t-shirts.
Because everybody likes to say it's limited edition, but it's like, okay, but it's junk though. So, nobody wants to.
You can do
like
that.
if it's limited edition and it's like worth it, then like yeah, absolutely. Like if you only make regular Skittles, but then these are like the chocolate Skittles.
I feel like you just have like a notepad next to your bed, and you just wake up from fever dreams with these ideas.
I do have a dream journal. It's not so much a dream journal; it's just an idea journal. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and like have businesses and like different LLCs, and like I want to take like a block and like make it cool, so like you can be like a developer, so you like develop the area. I don't know, those are my big dreams. And like I don't know, I think it'd be crazy if we like made t-shirts and we saw someone wearing one of those t-shirts.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would blow my fucking mind to smithereens.
Thinking back to episode 1 and 2 when we're like, did we ever think we were going to get here? Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes, we did.
since the moment we were like, we should do a podcast, I have been just doing research,
just waiting to see somebody with a disguised horse sticker on their vehicle going down the highway.
Oh man! So like, what I want to do is, I'll make some disguised horse stickers, right? And then on the back, I'm gonna make a QR code sticker. I'm gonna stick it to the back of that sticker, like the paper part, not like the sticky.
Yeah, got it.
So like, I'd be like, hey, here's a sticker. I'm like, oh, this is a sweet sticker, and I'm like, and on the back is the QR code. So just scan that bad boy, and it'll take you right to the channel.
Like and subscribe.
And fight me in the comments. It's fun. But I am liking all the comments. We had one listener basically minute for minute just transcribe it, and I was just reading it and I was like, oh my god, he listened to the whole thing. This is awesome. And no, we're not so close we can kiss.
We're not.
It's just the editing is just that good that we just sound like we are right there in your ears.
We're right there with you.
Doing some ASMR shit.
He's whispering in your right, I'm in your left.
And we're one podcast, baby.
We're one.
Disguised Horse After Dark. Write that down in the comments if you want to see it. It's just X-rated, no holds bars. It's behind a paywall. So either way, we'll get there eventually. But Do I have something crazy to tell you?
Conspiracy Corner?
Conspiracy Corner?
We need like an intro chime for Conspiracy Corner.
Well, I mean,
Do-do-do-do.
I got to figure out if I can use those sound boxes. We'll figure that out. But yeah, we'll have like fucking cheering and jeering and just like do. Oh my god, have you ever heard that? You ever watched the X-Files?
Yes.
One of the scariest things I've ever watched in my entire life with my dad. All right, so I'm about to blow your fucking minds, and you guys better strap in.
Conspiracy Corner.
I got what it is, and I got a few how it could be possible, and then why it's bogus, and then we'll chat a little bit because this is
behind the scenes. He actually was so excited about this that he was freaking out because he wanted to tell me, but he wanted to save it for the podcast. So I don't even know what it is.
All right. And the goal here is not to do like the crazy gross ones where like it's just blood and gore, just like wow, this could be possible, and I can't believe like someone actually thought this through because, whatever.
Just giving you some information.
All right, so you ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
This one is the Phantom Time Conspiracy.
I'm loving it already.
This one is pretty fucking crazy because it's based basically upon somebody's ego back in the day, and they were just like, I want the world to revolve around me, and they were so powerful they could make it happen. So long story short, the Phantom Time hypothesis is a historical conspiracy theory asserted by Heribert Ligg. Oh, dude, he can ligma if you know what I mean. So this came about in 1991. It hypothesized a conspiracy by the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly the Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII. To fabricate a dating system retroactively in order to place them at a special year of 1000 AD. So like I said, these guys, they were so important that like, you know what? The world does revolve around us. Next year, it's like, I don't know, 879. And they're like, it's 1000 next year. And you're just going to fucking deal with it. And they did this all to legitimize Otto's claim to the Holy Roman Empire. Ligma believe that this was achieved through the alteration and misrepresentation of a forgery of documentation and physical evidence. According to the scenario, the entire Carolingian period, oh my god, these words, including a figure of Charlemagne, is a fabrication with the Phantom Time Conspiracy. A total of 297 years from AD 614 to 911 added to the early Middle Ages. So this goes on and on and on down the rabbit hole. And like, there's a chance this could be possible.
Sure.
So there's a scarcity of archaeological evidence. I am going to take some talking lessons. Blah, blah, blah. There's a scarcity of evidence that can be reliably dated to the specific year 1614 to 911. And that the dating methods used for such recent periods, radiometry, and oh my god, are inaccurate. Dendrochronology. There are way smarter people in this world than me. So basically, like, they're inaccurate. So they really can't say that, like, yes, this happened during this time period.
So these dudes' ego was so big that they're just like, I'm literally changing time and there's nothing you can do about it. And since we didn't keep good enough records,
it's all true.
It's true.
And then, so why this is bogus? So if Charlemagne and the Carolingian dynasty were fabricated, there would have to be a corresponding fabrication of the history of the rest of Europe at the same era. So basically, a whole bunch of other countries would have to have been like, yeah, that's fine. Let's just erase or change history. This would include Anglo-Saxon England, the papacy, or whatever, the Byzantine Empire. So the Phantom Time period also encompasses the life of Muhammad and the Islamic expansion into the areas of Western Roman Empire, including the conquest of the Visigothic Liberia. This history would have to be forged or drastically misdated, and it would also have to be reconciled with the history of the Tang dynasty of China and its contact with the Islamic world, such as the Battle of Talis. So they would have had to done some crazy convincing or just like pillaging or destroying of historical records any of that time. And I don't think the Tang Dynasty is someone you want to mess around with.
Just wipe out all the witnesses, and then everybody who's left is like, yeah, whatever you said.
Yeah, totally, bro.
Oh, yeah, you got it, man.
Just don't fucking murder me.
Yeah.
I would very much appreciate to keep my head. So it is the year 1000.
Whatever you say.
So what do you think about that?
That's pretty crazy. I mean, I definitely can believe it. Like anybody who's, was it they say, ultimate power corrupts ultimately, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So
Yes.
yeah, I could totally see it.
It's just wild, man. Like I couldn't imagine even convincing like my neighbor that like it's actually Thursday and not Wednesday, you know? But hey, better yet, hey, remember all those people you thought you knew that they never existed?
You don't know them.
Yeah, you've never met them and they've never existed. But I don't know if I've met anybody in my lifetime where I was like, I wish you didn't exist.
I wish you weren't actually there.
I wish any time you would have had near me never happened. I don't know. That's pretty brutal. I mean, it might not like everybody, but
wish they never existed.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh, man. It's pretty harsh, but
it's pretty savage.
Well, it's been a beautiful day.
Yeah,
and a beautiful time.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's always a good day. TGIF. 7-day weekends. Yeah, that's how I like to live my life. Every day.
7-day weekend.
Every day is the weekend if you want it to be.
I wish that were true.
I wish that were true.
I wish I had enough money that was true.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. That's been my goal my whole life. Just to not have to work and just like passive income. That's all I think about.
Passive income.
It's the worst.
Just do whatever.
It's the worst because I don't make that much money and I'm just like, it's just always on my mind.
What am I going to do when I make all the money?
Hopefully take a nap. I don't know. Have you ever heard Jimmy Buffett?
Yes.
That's how I want to live my life. Wasted away in Margaritaville.
He's not even that good a singer. He's just
a vibe.
Just a vibe, telling it like it is.
Dude, nice coconut tree, nice open Hawaiian t-shirt.
Just living on the beach.
Swimsuit.
Yep.
No sandals. Just burnt ass toes.
There you go.
I was like, is that the disguised horse over there? Oh my God, I think it is. Wow, what a fall from grace.
Future goals is a fall from grace.
Oh, just to be chilling and not have any cares in the world. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, Margaritaville.
Dude. Soaking away in the sun. But hey, man, we should do this again.
I'm sure we will.
Oh, we absolutely will. There's no option we're doing. I'm just gonna stick a microphone in your face and be like, hey.
I got to come back at you with a conspiracy corner for next week.
Ooh, it better be good.
It better be good.
And you're smarter than me, so hopefully, the words will be intelligible on the next one.
Just keep the bullet points.
Well, all right, man. It's good talking. We'll catch you next time. Stay frosty.
Appreciate everybody who's listening. If you got any comments, drop them down. Anything you want to hear, anything you think we could do better, let us know.
Hell yeah, brother. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
See ya.